Hey guys, welcome back to Wreath Works by Libby. Thank y'all for being patient with me while I've been under the weather. Feeling a little bit better today. So, I'm going to try and get a project done so y'all have a video to watch. So, let's see how this goes. Alright, I have two of these. These are little things I bought at Dollar Tree a couple years ago, and I never did anything with them, but I've got two of them just alike, so I'm going to do two. And what we're going to do is we are going to add florals and a bow to these and just kind of upscale them a little bit. And these are something that is quick and easy to do, great to take like to craft shows, farmers markets, stuff like that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bow off, this raffia bow, if I can. Oh yeah. And all that'll be covered up by the stuff we add on there. So I'm going to take and set this one out of the way for a minute. I don't know if I'm going to need my hot glue gun, but I'm going to plug it up just in case. I think I'm just going to mainly use staples. I'm just going to staple the stuff on here, but we'll see. Okay, so I have this. This is just some florals from Dollar Tree. I think that's where all of these come from. And I'm just going to cut this main part off. Let me turn the camera down for you. Okay, I'm just going to cut the stem off. I'm going to leave it where it's still connected to everything, but and I'm just going to take and I'm going to divide this just like that. I didn't mean for it to come apart, but it did, so we'll work with that. And we're just going to place this on here about where we want it. And I'm going to get it all together first before I attach anything. So I may not be able to staple it down like I originally thought. Okay, I got some sunflowers from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to see how all this looks on here. See if it's too much or not enough, or you know. Okay, I think that's going to work. So if I can zip tie all that together. Let's see if I can use these smaller zip ties that I never seem to use. I want to thank everybody who messaged me to check on me. That meant a whole lot to me. I didn't have like a cold type of sick. I've got stomach issues. I've had it for a few years now, but I guess I just had a flare up and had to change my diet for a little while and try and get it under control. And when I changed my diet and had to cut back on eating, I always feel so weak. I just don't feel like doing anything. And I've been on the couch literally for a week. I just pulled that flower off. Okay. I think I am going to need some hot glue, but I'm going to take and just kind of bend this around. And it's going to go right in this corner. Now I'm not going to flip this out until I get the bow made, but this is where it's going to go, in the corner here. I don't know if y'all can see that. And now let's make the bow for this. Okay, I got this real pretty ribbon here with the fall leaves on it. This is a 2.5 inch. And I think I'm going to make a half bow with this. Y'all. Am I going to go through this again? If y'all remember, I got a whole bunch of stuff from a friend of mine who passed away. And all her ribbon, a lot of her ribbon cut like that, where I think she was doing a project and then changed her mind or something, and I don't know. But I keep finding rolls of ribbon like this. But since I'm doing a half bow, this piece should be long enough. So I'm just going to go in, make my tail and a twist, and I'm going to make one loop. I think it's going to be about a 6-inch loop. That is real pretty. I'm going to come in with this one. Y'all, my hands are shaking. This is also a 2.5 inch. I'm going to come in and do the exact same thing. Just going to make the loop just a tad bit shorter. And this is a great way to use up pieces of ribbon. And I'm just going to make about 4 or 5 of these little loops. Each time I'm just going to make the loop a little bit smaller. Make the tails all vary in lengths. Okay. And this is a great way to use up pieces of ribbon that you're almost out of, but not enough to do a, you know, a whole wreath or something. Okay, I'm gonna come in with one more of these. And we'll trim the tails up how we want them in a minute. Take my zip tie. I'm gonna cover the zip tie. Don't worry about the color. Okay. And we're just gonna pull it tight. Now, we get to come in, and I kind of want to spread these out so not all the same color is on the same side. And you want to trim these. I think I'm going to dovetail them. This little short one I'm going to stick up here on the side. Let me move that out of the way. I'm just going to dovetail. This one's cut at an angle, so I might just leave it cut at an angle and just trim it up some. Dovetail. Let's cut at an angle. Sorry, don't mean to slam the scissors down. Okay. Now, there's our bow. I'm going to take this piece here. I'm going to cut it in half, or about half. I'm not measuring, I'm just cutting it. And I'm going to fold it over in thirds. Just fold it like that. And I'm going to take and I'm going to wrap this around the zip tie. And I'm going to tie it. I'm going to trim it. And that's our bow. Okay. Now I may have to put this on the bottom. Yeah, I think I like it better on the bottom. Okay. I got my staple gun. But I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue it first and then staple what I can just to make sure it stays. Okay, so I put some glue down there. I'm going to give it a minute to dry. I may have to put a zip tie on the bow. Okay, and after you get your bow on there, you want to manipulate the stems and get them how you want them. Kind of want some sunflowers to kind of poke through. kind of get it how I want it before I staple these stems down. Okay, so I'm going to staple that right there. It did not stay. I think it's too thick right there. There we go. Come up here, staple this one. All right. There we have it. Well, now we have that. I forgot about that, y'all. I might should have left that up there. Maybe I can get it off. Oh yeah, it comes off. I got the glue off. All right, so that's what we have. Okay, now let's see if we can do the other one. Let me clean my mess up. All right, so this other one, this one's trying to come apart, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of it back here. Hold it together for a minute. I'm making a mess, y'all. Okay, take this off. Get the glue off. Maybe. Okay. I'll do this one from the top up here. Okay. Now we got some more of these. These stems are from Dollar Tree. Y'all, I used to work at Dollar Tree, so I've got a ton of stuff from Dollar Tree. I haven't worked there in 2 years. And since then, the prices have gone up. So I was fortunate that I got a good stash of stuff before the prices went up. Now that's everything. I do wish they'd come up with some other way to label these things though. Alright, We're going to go with that. Okay, I'm not going to cut it as short this time, because I think that's why it come apart. But I am going to cut some of that excess center. And that's now on the floor. Okay. Now I don't think these are full enough. Kind of want something full like that. That's not just on the ends. So let's see if I do this. This way. See what I did just there? I took this one stem and I slid this bottom leaf all the way down, and I took the end here and I bent it back up so that that don't slide completely off. And I'm just going to use this right here, I think. If I can get this, get the leaves. Okay, y'all. I got to turn the leaves the other way so they'll sit right. I'm sorry I'm struggling today, but I'm here. I'm here for y'all. Okay. I'm just trying to get my angle right the way I want it. Okay. So we're going to do that. Not using that. Not using that. Alright, now I have this other little bush from Dollar Tree. And this is just a little ball type flower. Take and cut it. Sorry if y'all hear any beating and banging, but there's a DOT person on the side of the road changing out the sign. Okay. Now I just split that. I'm going to spread it out. And you just have to play with it, guys, until you get it the way you want it. To hang or whatever. Okay, let's glue. I'm going to hold that down. That piece is a little heavy. Well, I mean, it's not heavy, but it's chunky. I'm just going to work some of these leaves through here so they're not all on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to use my staple gun and I'm going to staple this leaf part down. If I can get in there. Okay. Let's staple it on this side. And I put it over top of the other branch, so it's going to help hold that down, and it's also glued. Okay. So now let's make our bow for this one. Alright. For this, I got this 2.5 inch, just basic fall colors. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to do a half bow. I'm not making the tails real long. And look at there. Another roll done. And this here is real pretty. This is that wheat. It's got the little shimmer in it. Oh my God, do y'all hear that? Okay, y'all, I don't have no more of this. Trying to look and see. But I think we'll be alright if we just... yeah. Alright. It is what it is, and that's what it's going to have to be. Okay, I'm going to use one of these little zip ties, because we only got 3 loops in our bow, which is fine. These little half bows. Simple and cute. One reason I don't like to use these little zip ties is because I can't get my fingers on them good enough to tighten them up. Alright. So let's get these tails cut. I kind of like the angles. Leave that one alone. I'm not cutting them the exact same, well, I'm trying not to cut them the exact same length, so it gives it a more flowy look. But they're coming out about all the same. Not on purpose. I'm just going to work some of that brown ribbon up so you can see it more. Why'd y'all let me not put a thing on there? Yeah, that's okay. I'll just wrap it through the loop. I wonder what they're changing the sign to. I bet they're lowering the speed limit. That's what I bet. Okay. Let's get that off. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add a little glue down here too, just to hold that in place. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to cut this one there. Now I'm just going to go through and get everything the way I want it, y'all. Make that one shorter. This one a little bit shorter. You don't want it crazy long. Okay, I'm going to try and tuck this one underneath all this. So it can hang down here. With that one. I don't like the way that's cut. And you just play with it and get it the way you want it. You can make the ribbon do what you want it to do. Oh my God, now they're going to turn around in my driveway. Y'all, I'm not liking this bow. I really ain't. I think it's too big. That's the struggles in my life, y'all. Struggle for real. All right. Can't get it together, y'all. Can't get it together. Alright. That's what I have to do. And that's what we have. The bow's a little wonky, I know, but we're dealing with it. I think. I got this little piece of flour that fell off. I think I'm going to glue it in the middle of the bow. That might help some. Maybe. Alright. Yeah. That's what we got. So, I did the one. Let me find the cookie dough. And these already had hangers on them. You can give these away to like whoever's house you go to for Thanksgiving, or they're cheap to give to like teachers or whoever, or you can sell them. Alright guys, that's it for today. I promise I'm going to try. I'm going to try and be back out here again this week. I need to get my Halloween put up, and I think after those two, I think I'm done with fall also. So I need to revamp the whole room again and just have it just Christmas, which will be great. So I'll have more room because my attic is still full, y'all. I have so much up there and I don't have room to bring it all down here. My attic is like 3 times the size of this room. So, that's how much stuff I have up there. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there with me last week. And thanks for all the comments. Those who checked on me, I really do appreciate it. And, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. It all helps my algorithm, and I will see y'all next time.